The Ice Age isn't just a brutal survival era, it's a battlefield of the most broken builds. In today's Ice Age tier list, I'll rank species based on raw power, cold adaptation, and 1v1 combat effectiveness. Let's go! First up, the woolly mammoth, the immovable fortress. In terms of total HP plus armor, nothing in the Ice Age even comes close to the mammoth. A thick, fat layer, insulating fur, and massive body size give it absurd bulk. While many animals need to actively adapt to survive the harsh environment, the mammoth basically just stands there. It doesn't have burst damage, but the gravity-based DPS from its tusks, shoves, and stomps means every extended trade favors the mammoth. It's the kind of tank that wins slowly but surely. Its only weakness is low mobility, easy to kite or harass in tight terrain. I rank the woolly mammoth in A tier. Next up, ground sloth, the slow punisher. Its sweeping strike can deal damage comparable to the slap of the largest bear in the meta. At close range, and when it manages to hold its ground, it's genuinely terrifying. Its mix of dense muscle, fat, and thick bone structure lets it tank burst damage far better than most herbivores. The hits are powerful, but the long wind-up makes it easy for faster predators to outplay or flank it. Mobility is extremely low. It struggles to chase, reposition, or avoid top-tier predator combos. Not very strong, so it's only C tier. Giant beaver, the utility NPC. This build can perform small-scale terrain modification, which helps form micro-habitats for itself and a few other species. This type of utility point is rare in the Ice Age meta. It's not completely weak. Its fat layer and heavy body keep it from getting instantly deleted by smaller predators. But that's basically all of its strengths. It has no burst, no reach, and no mobility. No charge, no team synergy. D tier for this build. On the flip side, we have the Direwolf, the perfect pack. Direwolves truly unlock pack mode in the most optimal sense. Roll splitting, smooth coordinated attacks, and no overextending. They have great stamina, solid cold resistance, and can operate effectively, giving them a huge advantage during long snow chases, where many animals lose footing, but the wolves stay stable. They're not strong in one-hit burst, but their multi-hit coordinated attacks give them higher overall DPS in extended fights or when dealing with large prey. A minor weakness: they're not very strong when solo, high pack dependency. S tier, no question. Cave bear, the brawler. The cave bear comes with massive swipe damage, thick body mass, and excellent trade potential once it gets into melee range. Inside caves or tight terrain, the cave bear turns into an actual monster. Its tankiness is solid, not thick, but its bulk is still top tier among solo predators. It's extremely stable, no pack required, no special combo needed. Weakness: low mobility makes it hard to chase targets or control engagements in open space. Solid, reliable, but not broken, the cave bear sits in B tier. Next, we have Megaloceros, the hitbox wall. For its size, the Megaloceros is surprisingly fast and has great turning control, giving it a huge advantage in open terrain. Its antlers create a very wide threat radius. Many predators have to attack from the flank, or wait for it to lose momentum, because the antler hitbox is extremely hard to read at high speed. However, it gets countered hard by top-tier predators. The antlers are too large, hindering its mobility in tight environments. For those reasons, Megaloceros also ends up in B tier. Saber-tooth salmon, the fake apex. Its size is larger than modern salmon, and the long saber-like fangs make it look like an underwater apex predator. The bite force seems intimidating, but in reality, it's only on par with mid-tier predatory fish and lacks the burst damage. The two saber teeth give it a Smilodon underwater vibe, but the bite angle is narrow and not suited for delivering serious damage. Looks cool, but it's an F-tier build. Ancient Musk Ox, the living shield. Its thick coat and strong wind resistance let it operate comfortably in deep cold regions where many other species lose efficiency. With herd support, musk oxen form a solid defensive wall, capable of fending off mid-sized predators, facing outward and using their horns to zone. But it has no burst, no mobility, and no long reach. Its kit is basically fundamentals only, lacking any tools for creating big plays. When solo, it loses to most heavyweight predators. I'm placing it in C tier. Next, I have the American lion, the Snowfield King. For the American lion, its kit is extremely complete with excellent all-around stats. Speed, bite force, reflexes, and body size are all high. Its biggest advantage comes from how efficiently it performs on snowy plains or wide ice fields. The American lion maintains sustained DPS better than most other big cats, especially when the opponent is tired or lacks cover. It's a top-tier predator that many builds prefer to avoid rather than trade with. Stat to strong, easy for A tier. Woolly rhinoceros, the kinetic juggernaut. Not to be outshone, the woolly rhinoceros has a charge that delivers enough kinetic impact to knock back even large predators, sometimes inflicting heavy damage on the very first clash. Its skin plus fur plus fat plus muscle layers make it extremely hard to burst down. Taking one out usually requires a long fight or coordinated group pressure. The long, forward-facing horn lets it control the space in front very effectively. Its only real weakness is its below-average mobility, making it vulnerable to being kited once it loses momentum. Same like American lion. I place this in A tier. Arctodus simus, the walking threat. Arctodus has a tall frame, long forelimbs, and extremely powerful swipes. Its hitbox is so long that many builds think they're out of range, but still get tagged. Despite its massive size, it still runs faster than most predators of comparable weight class. Just by showing up, it forces many species to auto-disengage. Arctodus creates a huge fear zone, pushing opponents off food sources before any combat even starts. A small weakness: it doesn't have burst. It leans more toward pressure and resource contesting than assassination play. With this power, it's definitely S tier. Finally, the most iconic Ice Age build, Smilodon, the one-shot assassin. This is a true burst-based assassin build. Smilodon's pounce can generate an extreme kinetic spike thanks to the compressed body mass behind the leap. Against mid-sized prey, the one-shot rate is unusually high. Its long sabers function as a highly optimized finisher tool. Smilodon's fangs are specialized for piercing vital points after it pins its target to the ground. The forelimbs are some of the strongest grappling tools in the entire meta. Once Smilodon lands a pounce, its grapple lock is almost impossible to escape. This is absolutely another S-tier build. The final build to close out today's video, Gipadon, the immortal shell. This is a pure defense-based tank build. Gipadon comes with a massive domed shell made of fused bone plates, giving it some of the highest passive armor in the entire Ice Age meta. Against most predators, direct damage is simply inefficient bites and swipes barely register. This build doesn't need to win fights. It wins by not dying. The low profile and rounded shell make it extremely hard to flip or expose weak points, forcing predators to waste stamina for almost no return. In prolonged encounters, most attackers disengage long before Gipadon does. However, the kit is brutally limited. Mobility is extremely low. There's no burst, no chase, and no real threat pressure. It can't secure kills or contest space aggressively. Gipadon is a stall tank perfect at surviving, terrible at closing fights. Because of that, I'm ranking Gipadon in B tier. And that wraps up the Ice Age build tier list. Strong or weak, every species contributes to a diverse yet unforgiving meta where only truly optimized builds survive. If you want to add a build to this tier list or decide which build appears next on Tierworld, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.